Check.
No, I don't talk to people. I only talk to like the hospitals or the utility companies, shit like that.
Gotcha.
I just email them like, hey, send me a copy of that bill, or like, hey, this person says this. Can you provide?
I said that last week.
Yeah, for real. Like, I read the notes on some of these accounts, and I'm just like, bro, I don't know. Some people are just dumb.
It's gonna be a lot easier once I get that TV mount.
Waiting on BØØM. We got record. We got
that TV mount there. Then I can see instead of trying to squint with like a fucking R word around here.
like an R word.
Where's the glasses?
Oh yeah.
You can't say what?
Yeah. You can't
say that.
No.
Why?
No.
It's canceled.
Oh, Edgar, you've been canceled, bro. Like, you've been canceled.
Edgar's uncancelable. Come on.
You said colored on the pod, like episode 11.
Yeah,
you're out of here, bro.
I didn't mean that, though. I mean, it just came out
It was just a joke.
It just came out wrong.
It came out wrong, dude.
Oh, shit.
Y'all would think, y'all had y'all minds in the gutter that day.
I will say this. I've said a lot of messed up stuff. I frequently get suspended from Twitter, but I have never said colored on the pod.
I didn't mean that. I really didn't. Y'all had y'all minds.
I gotta hear the context.
Right. You're brown. You can get away with it.
No, it's not that I'm brown and get away with it. I mean,
you can, but it's not that you can, right?
It's not. Yeah, it's not your point. I got you.
The baby said, the F word, since I can't say that word either, and now he's canceled everywhere.
Oh, he said a lot more than the F word.
Yeah. The baby, he was whining a little bit.
That motherfucker said, if you was sucking dick in the parking lot, put your hands down. He said, you probably got HIV now.
Is that where we're going to start today?
I don't know.
We're starting already. It's recording. So
yeah, I hit record.
I know. I can see that.
Dude, it's pretty cool because that's the extent of my audio knowledge.
Honestly,
just
bro,
press the red button.
That's all I need. I can't imagine needing much more than that.
Hey, man.
I need to figure out a way to get
the baby said what the baby said, but how about when Eminem back 20 years ago?
Oh, he's never said anything wrong.
He offended,
Bro, give me one example.
I can't say the word.
He's never done it. What are you talking about?
See, this is why I wanted Edgar to bring this topic in, because I wanted him to try to be able to introduce it, and he's just not going to be able to do it.
Hey, y'all remember that time Eminem said this?
And he said the F word. They're like, why is that keep not saying fuck intermittently?
And then Elton John got involved, and they became boys.
They
made a lot of money.
They started making out on stage.
It's almost like he learned and stopped doing it.
Who?
Eminem. I think he still says the F word.
Yeah, he definitely still says the shit.
I'm just gonna give a fuck, dude.
He just said something about Tyler, the Creator, like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I will say this, is newer Eminem doesn't, like, I think a couple albums ago, he was on about the, homophobic stuff, like raps that he's been doing his whole career, and it didn't really hit like it did back in 2003, and he stopped doing it as much, if at all, anymore. I don't know. I don't listen to Eminem like that anymore. But
he's not out there as much as he used to be. But, producers.
I will say that even Eminem has scaled that back.
Well, he got shit for saying something about Tyler, and he was like, "All right, maybe I should stop."
Yeah.
It's a different age.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because times change.
Yeah,
I'm still out on cancel culture, but you guys can have fun with that.
That's not cancel culture. That's accountability.
Well, there is cancel culture. Here's where I draw the line. Like, and it's a very thin line, so I'm gonna do my best to be diplomatic about this answer. Sometimes, when we see like these bigger movements, and I'm not singling out any one of them, it could be any of them. Sometimes, you see this pile-on effect where everyone just piles on one thing. It could be sports, it could be anything. Just as a culture, that's what we do. We pile on to anything that gains traction because it's convenient and its viral nature can provide exposure, right? So when we do that, I feel like sometimes there has been a couple people that have been accused of things that it turns out they didn't do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
That to me is piling on without like at the first whim without any real evidence coming out. That to me is the negative of cancel culture.
Correct.
Now, if there's evidence and we have you on film saying grab them by the pussy, that's not cancel culture. That's accountability. You did that shit. We all saw it. We all heard it. You did that. That's accountability. Now, whereas we're just piling on and we say, oh, he was involved in this. Oh, he was involved in this without any evidence. That's cancel culture.
Agreed.
That's where the line to me is just got to be drawn. Like, okay, should we wait and see, you know what I'm saying? Like if they actually did that shit before we say fuck them and their career and everything they've worked for. Now, if you did that shit, then fuck you. Get out of here, man. Like there ain't no room for that. You know, there ain't no room to be, you know, calling autistic people retards and calling like we don't as a society, we got to be better than that, in my opinion. And the people that do that, yeah, take a break, sit down, hit the parking lot. Yeah. Now, the extent of it is where it gets really funky is these people, how can they atone for what they've done? How can they take accountability and then resume their careers without people just saying, nope, fuck them, never doing it? Is there a way?
I mean,
for them to really come back from that?
There's a way. I mean, look at 6ix9ine. Dude got canceled how many times? He gets out of jail, drops a song, and everybody's like, nothing ever happened. Not necessarily nothing ever happened.
I'm not talking about so much that. I'm talking about somebody who's taken accountability for what they've done.
Right.
And then resumed their career X amount of years later and said, I was wrong. How can I fix it when I've done?
All right. How about when it comes to like teams and stuff? Like they're changing names to teams right now. What do you feel about that?
What?
He's talking about like the Cleveland Indians.
Like the Indians changing the name.
Now I forget what they call them now.
Well, before we jump to that, I want to hear what BØØM has to say about like how, like what I was saying first on that, because it sounded like you had an answer.
What's a good example of somebody that's done it successfully?
Eminem.
See, I don't know.
No, because he never got canceled.
There wasn't a such thing back then. You got heat.
I mean,
that's about it.
See, that's kind of my point. I can't think of one off the top of my head.
I feel as much as I'd hate to admit it. I mean, audiences are super selective of who they're going to let back. It's really not up to the person anymore. It's whether or not people
and that
want.
I think is part of. And look, I'm not against cancel culture altogether. I'm against it when people are wrongfully accused of something. I'm against that. I'm not against canceling somebody or just saying, fuck them, get them out of here when they do some wild shit like Kevin Spacey. Get him the fuck out of here, weirdo.
Oh, yeah.
All right, check this out.
You know what I'm saying?
How about Madonna years ago? You guys are probably kids and not even born. But she had put the Puerto Rican flag right through her legs. And people got offended. I'm like, cool. She likes Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, but that's different though. Like, I mean, that's Madonna doing, you know.
Madonna shit.
A lot of people got offended though.
I agree. I understand.
They were pissed.
I mean, same thing happened with
But that was
Lil
in
Wayne.
an age where social media wasn't a thing.
No.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really apply so much. So, like I said, I can't, to go back to what BØØM was saying, I can't think of someone off the top of my head that has successfully really come back. I know Louis C.K. tried, but I don't know if he really apologized.
Chris Brown probably is the only one I can think of.
Maybe.
He apologized and he moved forward, yeah.
I mean, he's still hitting bitches, but good for him.
Good for him.
Listen, I'm not going to agree with it. What he did was wrong, but I get it.
Now people like R. Kelly, I get that.
No, R. Kelly's done,
that.
bro.
Yeah, R. Kelly, Kevin Spacey, those guys, they're out of here.
That.
I'm so mad at R. Kelly because now I can't play R. Kelly joints in the club anymore.
The sad thing is that
doing
he's
it.
a very talented artist, and I still like his music.
Yeah, you think? I mean, but...
Guy's got an amazing voice.
I don't know. It's an interesting... This topic has been beat on so much. I don't want to spend too much time on it.
Here's what what it's all getting to is the reason why people are so anti-Dababy right now. Did not take accountability whatsoever for anything. The apology that got put up was written by his team, had nothing to do with him because that motherfucker don't talk that way. And then 2 days later, he takes it down. What the fuck? Yeah, he took down the apology. The apology is nowhere anymore.
Oh
I think what he needs is the right PR.
I think what he needs is some fucking education. He needs to understand what he did wrong.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the point in this. Like, again, I wish I had an example off the top of my head of somebody who apologized, righted their wrongs, said, I did this. Maybe Kevin Hart? I don't know.
Kevin Hart wasn't that bad, though. He just cheated on his wife.
Yeah, but still, it's, I don't know. I do think there's some people that are uncancelable, that are too big. I would have, and honestly, if I'm being honest with you, like completely honest, I thought Dababy would have been in that group. And I think he
hasn't been around long enough.
No, but he was megastar. So I think he would have been, and I think if he was sincere and like honestly wanted to understand what he did wrong and apologized and said, man, I fucked up, he might have been somewhat forgiven. But I don't know. I don't know. The point is, he didn't do that.
No, yeah, it's his whole
he said
personality.
Wild shit. He alienated people. He's uneducated about the topic, and he didn't apologize for it. So he's out. Like, I don't understand why you'd be against that, though.
I'll still listen to his music.
Not only did he not apologize, but didn't he like double down on it?
Yeah, he did.
Didn't he like come out and he was like, "No, y'all are tripping."
Yeah.
That's what makes it bad. Like, he not only did he not apologize, but he like you reiterated it like a day or two later.
Which I mean, ultimately, that's the choice you have to make in a situation like that. You're either going to double down on what you said, or you have to apologize. You have to choose the route. But you made your choices, and now here you are. You got dropped off of every fucking lineup there is, and he lost most of his sponsors, I think, too.
Yeah, I don't know. There's
still people that like him. He'll be back.
Maybe he's not unique enough to. Because that whole temporary megastar role cycles every year. Every year it's somebody new. And now that he's done, who's already jumped into that lane? Now it's going to be Jack Harlow for the next 12 months.
Well, Jack Harlow was big at the same time.
He was, but now he's fucking on everything.
I don't know if he's jumped into Dababy's lane, though. I think it's a different lane. I mean, I think it's a similar lane, but I think
they rap differently, but it's the same lane. It's when that artist jumps in and they start hopping on every fucking remix across the board. That's what Dababy did all last year.
Yeah,
he had no business being on a Camille Cabello joint. He had no business doing that because hip hop doesn't do that shit like it used to. You used to put the feature on that made the most sense for the track. Now it's because you have streams, you have revenues that run that way. You have to put the most hyped individual at the time. Which it would make more sense if the industry would just love him more if they would just put Lil Nas X on everything.
Yeah. Yeah, Lil Nas X is wilding too. He's crazy. He's just trying to piss people off, and it's working.
It's great.
I love him,
and it's working. Man, is he making?
Dude, the headline that they put for because Lil Nas X actually just very recently passed Dababy in monthly listeners on Spotify. It was a big deal. It was a ton. Like
Lil Nas X is beating him.
Yeah, he has 40 million monthly listeners now. And he passed Dababy because Dababy's been dropping. And the headline for it, that Billboard post, is Lil Nas X tops Dababy.
Is that the headline?
Tops.
So I got to assume Nas X like screenshotted that and posted something wild.
Dababy being a straight up power bottom right now.
Oh my god,
that's fucking gold, man.
Which it does suck because I like Dababy.
Yeah.
I liked his music.
I think he's gonna get the right team and they're gonna help him out.
No, he won't.
Forward. The kid's talented, man.
He is talented, but he's got to at least
50 Cent gonna help him out. You watch and see.
Yeah, well, 50 hasn't really been relevant either.
No,
50
not unless you watch him Power. I mean, 50's goated, but
yeah, but outside of the TV movie arena, he hasn't been relevant. I don't see him.
Yeah, the only thing he's done relevant in the music community is executive producing Pop Smoke. That's it.
Which he said in an interview that he wanted to help him a little more, and didn't get that opportunity.
I feel like he just said he's helping someone else out. It's like I'm
trying to help
right
out
now.
the baby right now.
Is that?
Yeah.
That might be what it is.
I don't know.
Trying to put him on
All I know is that you can't. Yeah,
you have to apologize.
You have to have accountability for what you say, man. Like, if you go into work and say some fucked up shit and don't apologize for it, they're gonna fire your ass. If you're sorry about it, and they, if you're sorry and remorseful, and you go into the office and say, "Look, man, I shouldn't have done that. Like, I really apologize. Let me take a couple days off. I'll come back. I'll have my head right, and we'll move on." You're probably not gonna get fired. But if you're unapologetic and say, "Nah, fuck all you guys. That was some bullshit. I still think it's something," they're gonna say, "You know what? Just go home." It's the same thing, in my opinion. Just a bigger scale. You know? So
I'm with it.
Hopefully it's not just PR if he does apologize and he does do that. Hopefully it's like he actually went out and got some fucking education. So I don't know.
Who else is trying to help him? Miley Cyrus.
Miley.
Yeah.
That's another one who's uncancelable. They've tried. But then again, she's also not insensitive to.
No, yeah.
She's just controversial.
Yeah.
A lot. But
there's a difference between being insensitive and hurtful and controversial. There's a big difference between those two.
Spreading misinformation about HIV is a problem.
Yeah, this isn't, yeah.
Ronald
Reagan is not our president.
Yeah, we're not in the 80s anymore. What the fuck were you saying about the teams?
Yeah, changing the names of teams, like,
the Redskins.
Redskins did it.
Cleveland Indians are the newest one.
Yeah, they just did it.
I think it's...
Yeah, you guys go first.
It's one thing with the Redskins. Like, that was just kind of fucked up in its own. Because that's straight just talking about the color of someone's skin. Indians was one thing when they changed the logo.
Yeah, Chief Wahoo.
I don't think that they needed to change the name Indians. I don't think the Braves will have to.
I can't see
Braves
the
are
Braves
next.
changing. It's
Why?
the home of the Brave.
Yeah, like why?
No,
why?
that's not what
The Braves don't have a fucked up logo. The Braves is just the name of a tribe. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
I know that.
A fucked up thing to say though.
Slang name for a tribe, but
honestly, you look at where things were like 20, 30 years ago with teams, things were changing, people were getting added in mergers and stuff like that. It's just another change. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like it's not a big deal that these teams are changing, I don't think.
Just got to get used to it and keep moving.
But I think like...
So I've had the unique opportunity to talk to somebody who's Native American about this.
Okay.
In particular.
Yeah.
Here's what he told me. He said, "I was not offended by the Cleveland Indians name or logo." He said, "I didn't feel the need for them to change it. However, I understand." He did tell me that he understands that there are people that that may be offended by it. He said he personally didn't feel the need to, but he did kind of allude to that the Redskins was a little bit different. He wasn't personally offended by the Redskins, but he understands why that may have needed to be changed. But also, I think there's like I think white people in general are sometimes trying a little too hard to reach and be woke.
Yeah. No, I do.
And I think it's to make themselves feel better. I don't mind them changing the name. I don't really have skin in the game. It's not my team. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But like, I think it can come off as very disingenuous.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they're reaching to make themselves like, oh, we did. Like,
there is nothing worse than a white woman trying to do the right thing. There is just nothing worse than. Well, I think you should feel this way because, oh my god, I would just. You don't get it. You don't get it. They've been through a lot. Like, it's so. Like you said, it's disingenuous. It's weird when you're trying to tell a group of people how another group of people feels.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Like I said, I think the Redskins was different. The Indians, I get it. The logo was a little fucked up. it was like basically a propaganda logo from the fucking late 1800s.
Yep.
Like it was based on a propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of
So they
messed
could have
up.
changed that.
Right.
They did.
And they did. And I don't know if it was necessary, but I'm not mad at it, man. Let's just fucking
Keep moving.
keep moving on.
Yeah.
Like if I was a Cleveland fan, I might have more of an opinion on it, I guess, but I'm not. So I hate them.
Yeah, fuck the Indians.
Who watches them?
I hate them, so I don't
The
care.
entire state of Ohio.
I was gonna
I don't like Ohio as it is.
No one outside of the state of Ohio. That's
Worst
it.
state on the
Are you
planet.
from Ohio?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
He doesn't like it either.
Hey, I didn't love it. Let me tell you.
Typical redhead.
What the fuck?
How does that even make sense?
Cancel Edgar. I take it
understand
back.
why he's
He is
from Ohio. He's a
cancelable.
weirdo.
Dude.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So we are no longer. I said a while back that we're not bringing any topics at all anymore.
Off the top of the head.
We're rolling off the top here. We're back. This is episode 47. We're not. I'm gonna place the intro wherever. So I'm just gonna insert the intro. We're not gonna like announce it. But this might get loud. Episode number 47.
Just real big chilly vibes up in
Yeah,
It's
here.
been a minute,
Edgar's
huh?
back.
I'm
Edgar's back.
After a year.
Yeah, it's because you got
On social
vaccinated. Good
distancing.
job.
Yeah, it's because he got Edgar went out and got himself
I got jabbed.
got the jab. got the jab.
Got the jabber.
And he's staying safe out here. Hope
Yeah.
everybody out there is definitely doing that as well. Go get your backs, man.
Hey, all I gotta say is I'm not gonna say names,
It doesn't hurt.
but
I promise.
there has been a few people within earshot that we've known that are getting COVID at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I know
None of
quite a
them
few.
have the vaccine. I've been around all of them, and I'm fine.
99% of everyone in the hospital is unvaccinated, despite all the misinformation out there. 99% of hospitalizations are unvaccinated people. All serious cases, 99.5%.
And I mean,
go on a
yeah,
ventilator, unvaccinated.
if you get COVID
there
after
may
having
be
the vaccine,
alternate
you're
treatments
still
that
fine.
work. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But
Just take heart pills, bro.
The one foolproof way
Take heart pills.
is to get vaccinated. So do it.
No, you take heart pills.
I'm on cholesterol meds. I got more
Well,
than
I
that little
heard that.
shot.
I heard that deworming pill for horses works too, but I don't know. I haven't.
I heard if you mainline 6 ounces of ketamine, you'll get through it.
You'll be all right.
So,
You might never be the same, but
Yeah.
you'd be fine.
yep. FDA approval is right around the corner, so that won't be an argument for you guys anymore.
Here's what I don't understand either. Somebody, I won't mention their name, did bring up a good point. Everybody's worried about it's not being FDA approved, but there's a lot of people carrying marijuana cards, just like myself, and that's not FDA approved.
It's a
either.
plant, bro.
So, you know what I mean?
It's
Yeah.
a plant, bro.
Yeah.
Yep. So FDA approval is a formality. We know it's a formality.
Yeah.
The FDA all around is a good thing, despite all what you conspiracy theorists out there may
A lot of the
regurgitating. The FDA is a good thing. If you don't think it is, read The Jungle by Upton Sinclair and get back to me. So the FDA all around is a good thing, but there is a lot of bureaucracy and formalities. I agree and understand. However, get your jab. Get your vaccine.
Jabber.
get your jab.
Get your jab.
Get your jab.
Never heard that saying
Your
once
jabber.
until I
Sounds
came in this
good,
room
though,
today.
man.
Yeah. You know, just do
Makes
it.
it exciting to get.
I
Get
promise.
jabbed.
I promise it won't hurt. I promise.
All right.
I see everybody got haircuts here except for Speck. What you rocking, the TWA?
What is TWA?
A teeny weeny afro.
Pretty much. I mean, that's what you want to call it. Yeah, I guess so.
TW.
Might just let it go for a while.
Teeny weeny.
Now I gotta let it keep growing so that he can't call it teeny weeny no more.
Dog, no, I told you to grow the fro.
That hair's giving you some height, though, so you'll be all right.
Hey, that's what I gotta do.
So what have you been up to, Speck? I hear you're back. I hear you're back Myers now.
You're back? Speck Myers again?
You know, I've been I can't self-proclaim back, but I'm fucking back in my
you
bag, man.
self-proclaimed back on Twitter
Well,
for 2 months.
Oh, that's
Were you suspended?
Speck, man, Speck.
They canceled you?
Speck's a little ducky out in the water. He be getting his beak wet. You know what I'm saying? Daddy be getting his beak wet.
yeah, I don't know. Just had a little downfall and came right back on top. I came back to Twitter and I had to let people know
talk about it. This is
What
a
was the
safe
downfall,
space.
man? What
This is a
happened?
real safe space.
I don't know why he's
Nothing.
He's being afraid to let everybody know he's been elbow deep in coochie for like a month and a half now.
Oh.
I don't know, man. I just
Elbow
You're saying
deep.
you're not a
elbow
single
deep,
man
bro.
no more.
He touch it inside of
no.
belly
I'm
buttons.
single,
You still single?
still single.
Are you committed?
No,
Oh, okay.
Speck,
committed to being back. That's all.
committed to the game.
Committed. Hey,
Game.
committed to doing beers and that's it. That's all I'm committed to.
Dang, dude, you're being real diplomatic today.
I don't know what that
Real
is.
diplomatic. It's
I don't know what
real-
that's supposed to mean, bro.
It's safe.
I'm far from safe.
Well, I mean,
What am I doing safe?
I mean, like normally when you're on here, bro, you're normally just sipping your water. You know,
That's-
this water good as hell.
Hey, this
Well,
water
what
is
that?
good as hell.
Yeah.
What are you drinking there?
Water.
Oh, nice. Tap water?
Yeah.
In a
A
bottle.
little bit of bleach in there
Yeah?
so that I don't get COVID, but
Gotcha.
Yeah.
just regular water.
Oh,
man.
Nah, man. Life's good. Been chilling. Got the new house set up. Finally back to
Yes,
potting. I'm
new
feeling
studio,
good, man.
New studio, new house.
It's looking good in there.
Yeah. Edgar is gonna do like the week on, week off thing, because he can't fully commit to anything.
No.
And yeah, I guess Brittany might fill his seat. I don't know. Yeah, Brittany.
We're going to play it by ear, man.
I don't know.
think she
It
left.
all depends on my
She left.
schedule, you know?
Oh, we'll see if she's here.
You got a busy schedule.
Holy fuck.
She's here.
Yeah, she's here.
Okay.
Okay. Never mind.
Are you gonna do the pod next week?
Like be on it?
Yeah.
Sure.
There we
Sure.
go.
Sure.
Yeah. So Brittany will be
Brittany
here.
will be in the building.
Yep.
Fuck out.
Not me. Him.
Speck. It's like you're fucking.
I won't
Yeah,
be
there we
Fuck
go.
out. Damn.
I'm going to be
Sheesh.
every other weekday.
Why was I the
My
first on the
schedule's
chopping
crazy.
blocked?
Yeah, Specs on the chopping block.
I just assumed. Hey, do you pay for this shit?
Yeah. All of it.
I don't know. Last I heard.
Every one of this.
Yo.
All of it.
All right.
You got credit?
0.
0.
I pay for it all cash.
Shout out to the credit dude. I'm wearing his shirt today. Yo, dude.
I don't know him.
Come on, man. Edit that shit.
Fucking hell. Fucking boom.
Seriously?
Edit point here. No, shout out to the credit dude. Fucking boom. Fuck him.
Fuck you, Boom.
And then he goes, that's all right. Shout out to Martin Sports as well. And then Boom's gonna say, fuck that guy. So
Is that the dude that makes all the clothes?
yeah.
I like him.
No.
Oh man.
Yeah, no. What else? What else we got?
Hey, man, have you guys checked out Verzuz?
Which one?
The Locks and Dipset.
I did not yet.
I watched
sent
it.
it to you.
I know I didn't watch it.
I watch it.
I'm busy, Edgar.
So
I'm
am I.
sorry.
What the fuck are you doing?
He's racing, bro.
I'm doing everything. What do you mean?
Bro, he's like, bro, I've room 4 hours a day. I've room.
I do.
Now, Jeremy's a bigger Dipset fan than the Locks fan, I take.
Yes.
No, he is, yeah.
And I'm a bigger Locks fan than the Dipset fan.
I'm pretty impartial.
I say the Locks killed it, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
It was close, but
What do you mean close?
it was definitely close. But
It's not
Jadakiss
close.
was fucking
Jadakiss
unreal.
murdered it. He took the whole show, man.
It was close, bro. You can't shit on one of those two legacies at all. It's a very
I'm not
close
shitting on
battle.
Dipset. I
It's a
like
very
Dipset.
close
I
battle.
just think that the Locks came more prepared.
The Locks won.
They came prepared.
They didn't shit on
They
them.
weren't singing over their music. They were singing over their
First off, they
beats.
don't sing; they rap.
Or whatever you want to call it.
If Jada starts singing, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want no more business with hip hop if Jada starts singing. I don't want none of it.
He was spitting a lot better than them. They were more prepared.
Bro, he gave that speech that, man, I was like, man, this motherfucker need to run for governor.
I vote for him.
I would.
I mean, Cuomo's out, so
Yeah, Cuomo's-
special election incoming.
Cuomo's big out.
Bro, he's not perverted. He's
There's
just
a lot
Italian.
of people that's gonna be out pretty soon.
Did you just say he's not perverted? He's just Italian?
Yeah. No,
He
that's
said
a
that.
direct quote from him.
Yeah, that's
he
what
said
he
that on
said.
the fucking news.
That's what he said.
Fuck, I did not know that.
Yes. I thought it was a fucking Photoshop when I seen it.
So much for America's governor.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, he's out. Holy shit. That's great.
he came out with a full prepared speech and says, I'm not perverted. I'm just Italian. What?
Jesus.
He goes, instead of like trying to apologize and take it all back, he he just runs clips of showing himself touching a lot of people. He literally starts it. I touch blacks. I touch whites. I touch gays. And just kept going. And he's showing clips of him just touching people, kissing people. He thought that shit was sweet. He was like, they'll take it back after this.
Well, he went out like a champ.
I'm
wild,
I'm
bro.
not perverted. I'm just Italian.
That's
What the
exactly
fuck?
he said.
I mean,
He said
hold on. I just want to say, he's wrong. He's wrong. He's very wrong. I don't agree with any of it. I'm not perverted. I'm Italian. It's hard, bro. That's hard. If you were ever to double down on something, that's how the baby should have done it right there.
He really did. Dude, that's so fucked up.
That is kind of messed up.
Bro.
I don't know anything about the one that's taking over either. I don't know any of her
either.
politics or what she's coming at with New York. Is she
Me
gonna
either.
be helpful or what?
I mean,
They
Should have
need
been
some
Bobby
help over
Shmurda.
there. New York needs help.
I mean, if her catchphrase isn't "I'm not perverted, I'm Italian," we're probably good.
Yep.
That's a good place to start.
hers is going to be, I'm not wrong. I'm a woman.
Word.
Word.
Preach,
Hey,
sir.
Oh, man.
Holy shit. Do we have
What a
any more
time.
topics? I don't even know what the fuck to talk about. It's been so long. I'm trying to think of things that aren't too far back.
Only
All
one
I
week
know,
back.
as of recently, last night, I just watched episode 1 of Marvel's What If. Very cool concept. Very cool concept. I was a big fan of it. You guys know what that is?
No,
Nope.
I have not seen
So Marvel did on Disney Plus. It's based around the concept of, do you guys know who the Watcher is?
Yep.
So for those of you that don't know who the Watcher is, like he literally goes through all the parallel universes and all the different like odds and probabilities of things that can happen.
And watches shit.
Yeah, kind of like similar to Doctor Strange, but more involved. But so the what if concept of the show is, well, what if this happened instead? How would have this worked out? Episode 1 is Captain America. Something happens in the room that causes Agent Carter to stay in the room, and she ends up basically becoming Captain America instead of Steve Rogers. And then it plays out an entire scenario of how that would have
Like
went
in
down.
parallel universe type shit.
It's pretty
Correct.
hard.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And it's animated, and each week is going to be
Listen,
a different
There's
concept.
2 things that all you have to do to get me to watch. There's two things: parallel universes and time travel. That's all I need.
Yep.
Like either or. You get me one of those, I'm watching.
Speaking of which, there is a time travel, new time travel movie on Amazon about a 1950s G-Man that goes into the future to capture 3 escaped aliens that are like,
What's it called?
fuck.
Because that sounds fire.
Dude, I had never heard of it in my life.
The only time travel movie I never liked was Looper.
Yeah, Looper's pretty mid, bro.
I've never seen
Yeah,
that.
it was hard. It was pretty mid. It was really mid, actually.
So can you, serious question, can you just put like quite literally any fucking movie on Amazon?
Yeah. If you have a tax ID number.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm scrolling through yesterday. I see probably the craziest movie I've ever seen in my entire life. I could not stop crying laughing at the trailer. It's called Llamageddon, bro.
Llamageddon.
Sound like Sharknado.
It literally looks like the shorts that we made when we were younger.
Hell yeah.
With a llama with fucking red eyes killing everybody. It's kind of hard, but
Dude.
it's so terribly done.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I think Sharknado sounds better than that.
Bro, Velocipastor is a fucking great one. It's a fucking pastor that turns into a velociraptor at night like werewolf.
Nice. So, fun fact about velociraptors. Did you know that they're like a little bit bigger than chickens?
What?
Like the actual size of velociraptors? Yeah. They're only a little bit bigger than chickens.
I need 9.
You need 9. Yeah, that's it. Now, they're fierce and they will literally rip all of your flesh off of your bones, but they weren't that big.
I
Yeah.
have a velociraptor suit.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
It's called Out of Time.
Out of time.
Out of Time. It's free with Prime.
Nice. Watching it.
It's looks like it'd be good.
That movie with Hugh Jackman looks really cool.
What?
The new one coming out, Reminiscence or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That looks really good. I finally watched Tenet. Mine was blown. Loved
Bro,
it.
you gotta watch that movie like 3 fucking times because holy shit, there's a
Get
lot
it?
going on.
Yeah.
God damn, I love Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan is goated.
You seen it? Oh, so good, so good. You seen it? All right, we need to watch that. I'll watch it again.
What's that movie we just watched the other day? With fucking Bob Odenkirk.
Nobody was good.
Oh, that was a great
Nobody
movie.
was good. I just love an old guy whooping ass in a warehouse. That's like one of my favorite things in a movie.
Yeah.
Like it was the white equalizer.
Denzel
Yeah.
in Equalizer. Hell
Dude,
yeah,
it was the white equalizer. That's what that movie
Dude,
was.
they filmed a 30-minute action scene in a Home Depot. I was in. Like, that was it, bro. He was using all like the nail guns and shit to fuck people up. Like,
Man, y'all be watching some good ass shows. My son stole my TV, man. He
What?
Coco Melon on and I watch that with him.
Yep.
I'm lucky.
Coco Melon goes
I mean,
hard.
you're lucky too, Edgar. In a couple of years, you guys will play with the same toys.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
shit.
true. No,
You guys see the new Space Jam?
I haven't watched it yet.
So
Nah,
listen,
I'll leave that alone.
don't do that.
Yeah,
It was a good movie.
You're being dumb now.
Yeah.
I know why you don't want to watch it, but there's a lot of hate for it. And they're like, "Oh, it's so corny." And what you fail to understand is it's a fucking children's movie. Like
all
it's
good.
it's not meant for adults. It was done well. It was done well. It was interesting to see how they try to make it. Like there's a lot of obviously similarities to the first one, but they do a lot. They did incorporate a lot of like new pop culture in it as compared to the pop culture from the '90s. It was interesting. Real cool concept. I was a fan.
Well, and I know, like, and when it comes to like work ethic and stuff like that, LeBron James is like, from what I've heard and what I've read about him working on movies, because this isn't the first movie he's worked on.
Yeah, he's been in a couple.
Yeah, a couple comedies and just cameos and stuff like that. But from what I've heard, like, he's incredibly easy to work with.
He's just a good guy.
And he's, yeah. So he is.
I think
Like-
he likes to stir the pot too much. He's not
You want to be a
great
guest
guy.
on the show, Zeus?
Go say hi.
Nah, he's scared of the lights, man.
But yeah, for those of our listeners that are back in Michigan, I know I was excited. The documentary about the Malice in the Palace is out.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Nice.
It's an hour and 9 minute.
Did you already watch it?
I haven't watched it yet. I was waiting for you, bro. Don't worry.
Remember that when all the Pistons players the Pacers,
Ron Artest and
Pacers players ran up
Steven
in the stands,
Jackson
started
beat
beating
the
up on
dog
fans.
shit out of fucking fans.
Remember that? It was in like 05.
Wow,
Yeah, it was a melee. Yeah, that was
I
wild.
loved that.
So they made a documentary about that?
Yep. I was almost a Pacers fan off that.
Really?
Bro, Ron Artest went in across her beating the dog shit out of fans that was talking shit. I was like, listen, I fuck with Meta World Peace. I do. I fuck with Meta World Peace the long way.
That was the day that I realized that Steven Jackson is not to be trifled with. Ever.
And he beat so much ass, he found Allah.
Yeah, that's true. No, and
You gotta be a lot of ass to not find just God, but find Islamic God.
yeah,
You gotta be some ass. And like he be wearing the long like traditional robes and shit like that. Like his shit is fire, bro. He's got like super like expensive like custom made ones and shit like that. Like he's a whole vibe now. I fuck with him,
dude. I'll tell you, Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes. There's a list of NBA players you just don't want to.
Jermaine O'Neal, I'm not fucking with. Nope.
There's a whole list of those guys that are just
I'd
scary.
fuck with Kwame Brown. He a little soft.
No, everybody. Bro, did you not see all the shit going on with Kwame in the last few months?
Yeah, I saw
People were trying to call him out and he would say something back and they'd be like, yeah, my bad. Motherfuckers were scared of him.
He's a big man.
They knew he is not to be fucked with.
I don't know.
I never really understood what fans are thinking. Maybe it's because they're in the stands and they're up like higher than them.
Yeah, that's all.
Like what are you thinking?
To be fair,
to mess around with to start a fight with a professional athlete. This guy is
the main ones that were mouthing off from a distance were white people.
That's facts.
There was privilege screaming down.
Yeah.
They just don't expect a guy to risk his career jumping in the stands. That's all.
Yeah, and you can't really realize how big 6'9" is until 6'9" is
this
right in front of you.
My brother went to a Monday Night Football game with the Lions and Bears one time, and he got absolutely hammered and fucked with Julius Peppers all game because they were sitting right behind the Bears bench.
Ah, fuck.
And he literally was calling him out while he was riding the bike and shit. And he was like, dude, I was hammered drunk. Julius Peppers, finally I got to him. I was screaming at him all game. And finally he just looked up at me and stared at me and just shook his head. And that was it. I was done. Well, yeah, Julius Peppers probably ain't the one.
Yeah, that's a big guy.
Yeah.
I'd do it to Michael Thomas.
Yeah, I would.
Marshawn Lattimore.
I tell you who I wouldn't do it to is Myles Garrett.
No.
Nope.
That's a scary motherfucker.
He hits first.
Nope. He does.
With a helmet.
I don't even think he planned. The thing about the Myles Garrett thing is I don't think he planned on hitting anybody. I was actually just trying to rip his head off. And it didn't work. The helmet came off instead.
Yeah.
So then he was like, I guess I have this in my hand. Now I'm going to hit him with it.
All right. It's week 1 of preseason. Let's at least talk about it for a few minutes. Predictions. What is your hope for your team? We all got a different team here, so Speck and I, because we're on the right side of the coin. But
undefeated back-to-back.
Who?
The Buccaneers.
They didn't go undefeated.
No, they're going to.
So it wouldn't be
They ain't
back-to-back.
gonna be undefeated.
They're going to win the Super Bowl back-to-back.
I think we go back-to-back.
Undefeated.
I think we go 13-4. 13-4. We're going to lose a couple.
I'll say 12-5.
I ain't talking for the Giants this year. I don't know who's on the team. I haven't been following up, man.
I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being a rematch with the Chiefs and the Bucs again. Really, the only team the Bucs have to worry about in the NFC is going to be whatever Aaron Rodgers scoops together with the Packers again.
Yep.
AFC is a little bit more interesting. I mean, it could be interesting if Stafford really balls out with the Rams.
Yep.
But I tell you, I am probably the most excited, besides the Bucs, to see what the Jags do this year. It's interesting.
5-6 wins.
Maybe.
I really
I
want
want
them
to see
to
what
do
Trevor
good.
Lawrence does. I think that's what everybody wants to see.
I think they'll do good, but CJ Henderson already wants out. That defense is a problem. The offense will look nice. I just don't think that their defense is going to hold teams to very few points. I think Lawrence will look good. I think Justin Fields will end up starting for the Bears, and he'll end up being the best-looking quarterback out of this class.
Jags win 8 or 9 games.
I'd love to see it. I just don't think it will.
They've got more talent on the defense than it looks at surface level, but they're not great. They have some gaps to fill for the Jags.
The problem is it's the
I like the
secondary.
offense. I like starting with Minshew for the first couple weeks, at least. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You got a franchise guy like Lawrence, and he's gonna get his seat time.
Yeah.
Got a good coach. Got good coordinators. I don't know. I don't think the Bucs will win the Super Bowl. I don't think they'll go to the Super Bowl.
Yikes.
But we'll see. I mean, it's going to depend on how healthy they stay. Honestly, that's going to be the big thing. But I don't see it.
We'll see. All I know is our defense is stronger this year than it was last year, which is going to be crazy.
We can talk about
if they stay healthy again. I don't see a whole lot of depth on that defense. So
there's a decent amount of depth on that defense.
I don't see a whole lot of depth on the defense, not especially in the secondary. So I don't. I mean, linebacker. You guys got a real probably the best front seven in football.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, probably
Definitely.
Best front seven in football. I'm trying to think. The Colts are up there for their front seven as well. But
listen, if the Colts can stay healthy,
they're going to be a problem
all year.
Yeah,
they might win 9 games.
Sam Ellinger's going to win Rookie of the Year.
You think?
Carson Wentz isn't going to play a snap.
Wentz
Ellinger's going to win MVP, bro.
you guys are sleeping.
Carson Wentz is not good.
You guys are sleeping.
I've just always hated him, man.
I
just
understand
really
he's
dislike
easy
the Eagles.
He's easy to hate. There's
he's
a
not
lot
good.
of things to hate on. But to say he's not good is false. The last time
You can't say he's good though either because he's played like a year.
The last time he was healthy for more than 10 games, he was an MVP caliber quarterback. And who was their coordinator? Frank Reich. So I like the fit in Indy. For him, if he can stay healthy again, that's big. If
He is the Derrick Rose of football.
I don't know. We'll see. But I think the Colts are going to be good, and y'all are still sleeping on the Titans.
Oh, I'm definitely not sleeping on the
Dude.
Titans. I love the
Because
Titans.
you want to talk about a team that plays defense, has probably the best offensive line in football, maybe besides the Colts.
Yep.
Yeah, the Titans are going to be real.
The Titans are going to be disgusting.
Real difficult. So AJ Brown, Julio Jones, yikes.
Kevin Byard is my favorite non-Buccaneer player in the league.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry is the best running back in the league.
How is that dude not a 99 in Madden?
Who, Henry?
Yeah. How the fuck does that work?
Just because his catching skills aren't all the way up there. Like, there's reasoning behind it, but
How do you put up the numbers that guy does and not get a 99? He's probably the most unstoppable player in football.
yeah. Well, Aaron Donald.
Yeah, Aaron Donald's been a
That dude's
99
ridiculous.
5 years in a row.
Yeah. Unstoppable. Literally needs triple covered.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see the clip of Daniel Jones throwing the interception in practice the other day?
Mm-mm.
He literally stared down a defender with no one around him and just threw it right to him. Not a single receiver around. And I was like,
That's another team that's going to be a problem. They have a lot of talent, the Giants. They had a lot of talent last year.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
their coaching staff is just brand new. That's going to be the issue.
They have a really good coach for one.
But
and
Joe Judge
two,
is solid.
No, that Giants team has talent. They had talent last year before they added Galladay and defensive pieces. They had talent on both.
I just don't think they're going to be able to put
that
a
was the
team
thing
together.
that was so frustrating about the Giants is they have talent. Like they on both sides of the ball. So
Daniel Jones needs to cool down on the interceptions, and that team would be very good.
I think that division is going to be
That division they're all very solid teams.
besides the Eagles.
Besides the Eagles, I just can't stand the Eagles.
Jalen Hurts might put something together.
Yeah,
He
but
could.
It's going to take a couple years.
yeah, but the coaching staff is a little bit in disarray. So it's gonna be an off year for them. But Washington's tough. Dallas is gonna be tough.
Who did Washington get for their quarterback? Was it Fitz?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's might be my favorite player in the league, bro. Fitzmagic is just fucking love that guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's the most likable player in football, man. How can you not like Fitzpatrick?
Yeah,
What's one reason you wouldn't like the guy? Because he got 12 kids?
maybe.
I mean, I feel bad for him.
Because he got benched for Jameis Winston.
It's so upsetting that
Yeah.
even happened, bro.
It's fucking sad.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think, Edgar?
I haven't been following football, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm being honest with you.
Well, you might want to follow them this year because the Giants should have a pretty good team.
I heard that about a few months ago, but again, I haven't really followed on football. I totally forgot the season was starting. I don't even know what time of year we're in.
I think the Packers are going to be a problem in the NFC too. I do. Even despite all the fucking Rodgers controversy and drama and all that shit, they're going to be tough.
They just got what's his face back?
Cobb.
Yeah, Randall Cobb.
Yeah.
They just lost
But the Packers
some
have
defensive pieces though, didn't they?
Dude, the Packers have done nothing but draft defensive pieces for the last fucking 10
And they're
years.
good at it.
Yeah, they got talent. On
Packers
that
are just a solid fucking team. I can't remember the last time the Packers were bad.
I mean, look at their last two quarterbacks.
Yeah, they were
They've had
they were
20
two bad
years
calls
of-
away from beating you guys, so that was cool.
Hey,
that was
what if, right?
that was wild.
I have been watching baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
The
Because
Mets been doing great.
I was about to
this
say
year.
you're watching because the Mets are doing pretty
doing
decent.
great.
Yeah.
They're in
I'm
third
bandwagon
place in the
fan.
division. They're on a losing streak. What do you mean?
Now they are.
What-
Last few games.
Yeah,
The Braves are in first place in the division with Acuna out.
Yeah, that won't last.
Tiggies
No,
are
the
playing
division
solid
is
ball.
just trash. The entire
The
division.
Tiggies are playing solid ball.
Yeah, everybody's like neck and neck on that division.
Phillies will probably end up winning
Phillies
it.
will win that division.
Yep.
Love the Phillies.
I think they got the best manager.
Yeah, Phillies are a real good team. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I love the Phillies, dude.
You guys only
Bryce-
fucking say that because you know
Bryce
I hate
Harper,
them.
my favorite player.
He's terrible.
Love Bryce.
Probably the
Love
fucking worst player in the
Bryce
league,
is gonna
honestly.
win MVP this year, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
any of the Olympics?
No.
Bro, do you know how many world records were broken in the Olympics this year?
A lot.
Really? I didn't pay attention.
All the track and field records.
I've never been huge
Allow me
into
to
the
break
Olympics.
something down that's fucking nuts if you know anything about track and field. So, with the 400-meter hurdles, there has been 5 moments in Olympic history or in racing history where a runner has run the 400-meter hurdles in under 49 seconds. 3 of them were in that race.
Wow.
And 2 of them went sub 48. They didn't just beat the record. They crushed it by over a second. 2 of them.
That's crazy.
Flying, bro.
Didn't that one chick run the hurdles while she was like pregnant or some shit? I saw that. That was wild. She was 5 months pregnant running.
She medaled too, I think.
Yeah, she did. That shit was crazy.
Because there's no fans, bro. They got more air to breathe.
It was no.
Everybody's sucking. No one's sucking up all the extra air, so the runners get more, so they can run more.
Yeah. No,
I think
That's
the shot put record got beat.
I don't know.
A lot of track and field records got beat.
Men's basketball, we won.
Somehow. Yeah.
It's weird, bro. As soon as Coach K goes, all of a sudden it's shaky again. It's not funny how that works, huh?
Dude sucks.
Yeah. Best coach of all time.
He's
It's
the
not even
worst.
close.
No, that guy sucks.
All time.
Not even close. You realize they lost 1 game
Nah,
to him
he's terrible.
the entire time.
Yeah, he's awful.
4 NCAA championships.
Probably the worst coach of all time.
This dude thinks Izzo's still good.
Yeah, I know.
Fighting
He is.
against an uphill battle, bro.
Nah, Coach K sucks. dude.
Izzo hasn't been a good coach in
I think Izzo was like 2-11 against Coach K.
Coach K
so that's
hasn't
fine.
been a good coach ever. He's
But-
never done anything good.
just most winning.
He just
coach of all time.
pays his players well.
Speaking of coaches, bro, I miss Bobby Knight. Fucking love that guy.
Yeah, didn't he like dementia or something?
Yeah.
He did.
I miss when chairs were thrown.
Yeah.
This is a good time. Bobby Knight's the GOAT.
Bobby Knight is definitely goated. That's who Coach K learned from, though.
Mhm.
Played for him.
Well,
All right, y'all. Let's wrap this shit up. We're kind of dragging.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
We're dragging.
Wrap it up.
Little raps.
never wrap it up, bro.
Wrap it, then tap
You ain't
it.
never gonna wrap it up?
Nah, you gotta risk it
How
for
many
the
kids
biscuit,
you
bro.
got, bro?
At least 9.
Damn, homie.
It's my favorite form of birth control.
Ass child support when we start making this bread.
Everybody likes the pull and pray method. I'm more of a push right through all the important shit guy. If you just push hard enough, they can't get pregnant because you just destroy the fucking uterus.
Oh my God.
Just push push
I love it
right
when
through all.
Speck gets into science. Like Speck science is like
There could be a segment, Speck Science, bro.
that's like 2 things in a row. Like the Olympics,
So you're saying
birth control. Like what else we
The
got?
harder you nut, the less chance she has of getting pregnant.
Yeah, you
So you
just
want
push.
your balls to just really hurt after.
So the what you're trying to do is push right through the uterus, straight to the heart, make her fall in love after the first hit.
Oh my god!
I don't believe none of it.
If you bust right to her heart, bro,
Yeah.
she's in love, and now you got her wrapped around your finger.
I don't believe none of it. What you're saying right now.
It's Speck science, bro.
It's Speck.
You can't argue it.
That sounds like a friend of mine that said to make a boy, you gotta hit it from the back.
Believe it.
That's what his culture believes.
I'll have to check the studies on that one, but
To make a boy, you gotta hit it from the back.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what his culture believes.
Yeah.
it's fucked up. I believe it though.
Interesting. This is Mike Loud episode 47.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you next week. Bye.
Peace, y'all.